He's hurt.
Oh, heal up, KD. After the season, Clip City, Chip City.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Yes, I am.
Lightning strike.
What's wrong with that?
It's time, right? It's time for Phil to coach.
Or shut up.
Time for him to do something.
Or
earn
retire.
that $12 million. He's still a GOAT on the sideline, though.
If he started working today, he still wouldn't earn that. NFL might get fun again.
Yeah, don't believe that. You know what the NFL stands for? Not for long. I don't trust
I
it.
thought it was no fun league.
Oh, that too.
Plus, this. Oh!
Child's play. This is Sports Nation.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota.
Welcome to Sports Nation. Happy Wednesday to all.
Seriously?
I mean,
Dance on that man's grave.
Hey, he ain't
Marcellus,
dead. Yes, ma'am.
what are you doing?
I am a football player to the heart, and that's how we get on the field. Hey, Blake.
By the way, that's the
don't get
beginning
hurt.
of the karma that's coming your way.
Don't get hurt, Blake.
Just so you know.
Look, I am not happy that he's hurt because I'm glad he's returning, but I'm certainly happy that they're hobbled, and that's what's going to happen. It's going to encourage other teams.
I'm not happy that they're hurt, but that they're hobbled.
The real contenders
You know what?
out there like us are
No,
encouraged.
like, save all that, because we are going to start. By the way, Jalen's here.
Hey.
But you saw it was all fonted, so you knew it was here.
Bruh man's here.
If you
Whose
don't
shirt
know,
do you like better, by the way?
This one.
It's not even
That's
close.
not even, that's
That's too much
garbage.
makeup. That ain't right.
Look at it. It's
That's
Women's
too much
History
makeup.
Month.
It is Women's History Month.
I ain't saying nothing about that. That's still too much makeup right there.
I know,
Women's
but
wear too
your
much?
shirt looks free.
What I got to do with it?
We're going to start the show in a different way today. It's an only 30-minute show, so as the faces of the NBA,
Let's
we
get it.
decided to start the show with too many angles. Voice of D, go.
Time to panic in Golden State?
Well, he's going to miss at least 4 weeks. He was diagnosed with a sprained MCL and a bone bruise on his left leg.
Damn, that hurt.
Marcellus.
Yes, ma'am.
What are you? Is it time to panic?
Panic is too strong. No, it's not time
Really?
to panic. He's coming back. Silver lining, there's two levels to it. One, someone's going to get valuable minutes because Kevin Durant's out. That makes you go to plan B before you're forced to go to plan B in the playoffs. So that's a silver lining moment. And also looking at the fact that Kevin Durant, bone bruise is actually, to me, the worst of the two injuries in the MCL sprain. Because the bone bruise is so painful, you can't get the proper cardio in these 4 weeks plus to come back to be the same guy. So that's tough. But
Panic, though, Jalen? Panic.
Not time to panic. He's only going to miss a month. They're going to take care of business in the first round versus an 8th seed, maybe the Nuggets, for example. He'll be back. He's their leading scorer. Clippers still are not going to be favorites to beat them.
Where'd that come from?
Here's some
As well as
odds.
the other teams in the Western Conference. They did have a little bounce at practice today, feeling better about themselves. But
Yes.
KD will be back.
I will say it's time to panic, but not for KD's injury because they'll be okay for that. It's time to panic because of all the talent Cleveland's been picking up on the low.
Okay.
Andrew Bogut, Darren Williams.
We'll get to that.
I mean,
We'll
come
get to
on.
that.
You read the rundown? We got that. Wait.
D, what else? you
Talk
got?
about winning
Will
the West.
Matt Barnes actually make a difference for the Warriors?
So, this guy, Matt Barnes, going to sign with the team in the wake of Kevin Durant's injury. He averaged 7.6 points a game in 54 games with the Kings. Jalen, can he, will he actually make a difference?
He is going to make a difference. He's going to make his open threes. He's going to be a defender. He's familiar with playing for the Golden State Warriors. As a matter of fact, he's the only player in the history of the NBA to play for each team in California.
Respect that.
So, yes, because of that, he's going to be a
History.
participant.
That's fun.
But the one thing he's not going to give him is height. And where they're going to struggle sometimes against teams that are tall, because KD a lot of times is actually the tallest player out there on the floor that's productive.
Yeah, I also like the toughness. I mean, that's not...
The grit.
Yeah. The Warriors' strong suit is not that grit and that toughness.
Well,
That's gonna be
Draymond's their guy that's the talker.
And then there's
and
a drop
Right.
off. Let's respect that. He's going to fill in some of that. Also, him off ball, his career averages, he's better than that this year in terms of rebounds and assists. In a flow system that they have where the ball has to move, a guy who can rebound, a guy who can assist like he can at the guard forward position, that's going to be good.
The important thing about having him is that he makes up for the defense that KD brings to the court as well. We focus so much on the offense. Look, those three guys are going to get you the points. It's what's going to happen on the perimeter defense. Matt Barnes be able to
Offense
fill in
is
the gap a
sexy,
little bit.
LZ.
They still have the
You know the
Splash
rules.
Brothers and Draymond, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
they
I'm
still
saying.
there.
Voice above.
For now they do.
Should Beetle be hyped about the Spurs' chances now?
No, because I'm not a jerk like Marcellus. But since we're here, we will take a look at the Western Conference standings. And the Spurs, yes, they are currently sitting second, 8-2 in the last 10 games. And they've won 4 straight. That being said, this is not like Look, if 4 Warriors went down, then I could see why you'd be sitting here going, man, we finally have a shot. But as it stands now, this is just a momentary hiccup on a team that's got 97 other weapons. So no, as a Spurs fan, I'm as comfortable as I was yesterday and the day before, and I will be tomorrow.
Well, it has to start somewhere to get to 4. You got to
You
start
are
with 1.
awful.
And right now, 1 is done, and that's the best player. Let's be real. The best player on their team is hurt right now. And in those situations...
But they've been able to do things before Kevin Durant even sniffed a Warriors uniform. So why all of a sudden are we panicking?
But this is a new team that has bought into a new situation and dynamic, and now that guy is gone.
I will tell you the one team that should be more hyped than the Spurs or the Clippers, it should be Houston, because their goal was to score as many buckets as possible. If they lose their 25 points, Houston...
That's on the rundown also.
Do you read the rundown?
No, you know what? That wasn't on the phone call today.
Well, phone call? That ain't the end of the work.
Next.
Still no chance for Marcellus's Clippers,
I'm
right?
not even starting with Marcellus here. So
Why
the Clippers
not?
because we've already talked. They are 5th in the West. They're 20-8 when both Blake Griffin and CP3 play. Jalen,
Yes.
speak some reason to my friend here to the left.
I'm listening.
Still no chance.
The
right?
Clippers do have a chance if KD's out.
At what?
Same as
Like
the
what?
Houston Rockets.
Ooh.
Now, if KD comes back in a month, then the Clippers will be losing in the second round of the playoffs, like we've seen them do
Deja vu.
in previous seasons, because they still have a hole at the. You don't have a small forward over there, do you?
No, he's
that's
not.
right. Y'all been looking for one
Yes,
for
we
years.
have.
No, I didn't read that. It's at my desk.
Who is it?
Who is
It's
it?
Carmelo Anthony.
It's real small. He's real small.
Okay, got
He's a
it.
real small
Got you.
forward.
You got to play against Kawhi and KD at that spot in the West.
Look, in reality, I know it's still an uphill climb, and I want KD to be there for that climb. I do not want him injured. I don't want any excuses when we go out there and beat those boys in 6. That's what's going to happen if we see them.
6.
Wow.
6, yeah. In 6 years, we're going to beat them.
Are you? Did you think because we had a half-hour show today, you could do mimosa brunch before you come in here, like toasted? I'm sorry. Stitches. Next.
Here you go, LZ. Rockets have more firepower than the Warriors now.
Here you go, rundown reader. Rockets have 4 players who made at least 153s this season. They've also scored 100 or more points in 47 straight games. LZ,
Yes.
does Houston now
I've already
have more
said it.
firepower?
I've already said it.
Rewind.
See, listen, the problem is when you have so much information in your head, the
too much.
floodgates just pour out and you can't control the dam. But yes, Houston's chances definitely improve if they don't have KD, because going into it, their game plan was to outscore them. They're the second leading team. They picked up Luke Williams, who's nothing but buckets. So this helps them a great deal not to have KD there.
Again, no KD. Everybody feels better about themselves. The Spurs, the Clippers, and obviously the Houston Rockets, who can knock down the 3 as well, if not better than any team in the league. James Harden's going to be second in MVP behind Russell Westbrook. You have Gordon, you have Lou Williams, as you mentioned, Ryan Anderson. They have snipers around the 3. They're going to need KD
I know.
to beat those
Surrounding
guys.
James
Agreed.
Harden. That's beautiful. That
Agreed.
is beautiful.
That's
beautiful. I mean, they really have a well-constructed team for what they do.
And Ariza plays D.
Yeah. 3 and D.
LZ, I'm glad we're going back to this one again. D,
Are Cavs now favorites to win title again? Here you go, LZ.
you're the worst team player today.
So the next time we have a production meeting and we go through the topics, it would be good if you actually go through all the topics.
Answer the question.
The 7 papers underneath that 1 paper are the rundown, and I even know what that means.
Thank you.
P.S. Darren Williams, Andrew Bogut, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to go with Jalen. You vote,
Yeah, real bad.
He was watching politics, that's all.
He was caught up last night.
Politics. Is this Cavs now?
Yes. And you ready for this?
No.
It's Cavs. I hate to say this because they added Darren Williams and now Bogut. It's Cavs whether KD plays or not.
Yes. Yes.
I'm with that.
They have so many guys that can play up front. You have Love and Tristan. Now you have Fry and Bogut. Late in games, LeBron can play minutes at the 4. The only guys you can consistently count on right now for the Warriors to play those minutes is KD, who's hobbled, and Draymond Green. You got to rely on JaVale McGee. You got to rely on West. You got to rely on Zaza Pachulia. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
I can't argue that because, look, let's stay in reality. The champions got better this year in terms of the pickups, the trade deadline, and now the chemistry. Is Kyrie in his prime yet? I mean, the dude is so young.
No,
and
he's
so
not in his
good.
prime.
It's
That's the crazy
insane.
part.
Yeah,
he's not in his prime. And, oh, by the way, this is arguably the deepest team that LeBron has ever had. I mean, I'm looking at like 6 or 7 guys who can hit 6 or 7 threes. I'm going to keep talking. What up?
You're getting played off the
Kyle
stage.
Korver is the one
That's
that they
it.
added.
Kyle Korver.
I'm not saying anything because I still have all the faith in the world. You're a buffoon. Welcome back to a shortened Wednesday episode of Sports Nation.
Yes, it is.
Vito, Marcellus, and LZ.
Go up the W.
It's 10:30.
That was nice.
We've got
That was nice. Can I do it once, Mama? Hey, ladies! All right, there you go.
Oh, it is. It's Women's History
Women's
Month.
History
Hence
Month.
his
I gotta show
amazing
some
shirt.
respect.
There you go.
There
Yep.
it is.
Yep.
A little too much blush right there.
We got more hoops to talk about. It's the Knicks specifically. They did not make a single move at the deadline, and apparently they just
Get out of
didn't even
there.
bother
Get
trying.
out of that nose. Yeah,
New
get
York
out of
Daily
there.
News is reporting that one NBA GM told him he couldn't even get a hold of Phil Jackson leading up to the deadline. Okay,
I'm listening.
$12 million a year.
That's nice.
At the very, very least, I'm going to need you to have your phone on you on trade deadline day. At the very bare minimum. That's all.
You do it.
I want to pump the brakes
Yes.
on
What?
ripping him for this particular
Are you-
report because all we know is that GM said when he ran into the reporter that I couldn't get a hold of Phil Jackson. What we don't know is that if 10 minutes later, Phil Jackson called him back. What we don't know is that they've had previous conversations. What we don't know is that he already talked to Phil, had an offer, Phil didn't like it, and so now he's trying to put
But
Phil
do you know
on
what?
blast
Do you know
through
what the
the
lesson
media.
is here, LZ? The lesson is because Phil has done everything he's done up until this point, and one of the most glaring has been not speaking to local media at all since September.
Yeah.
Then you're never, ever, ever going to earn the benefit of the doubt from here on out. So if we hear a story like this on a guy who's basically not been present, doesn't seem to really care, and just want to collect checks for maybe showing up sometimes, then I'm not going
He
to believe.
drafted Porzingis. You can respect him.
Well, you
An
know,
accident happens every day.
hey, this nameless GM, hey, you anonymous coward who has an incomplete story to tell and say,
Right.
you know, I've hung up on negotiations before. I've been unreachable during negotiations before. You know why? Because when we did talk, you weren't talking about anything. And don't
But
act
you
like I
don't
don't have
believe that
assistants.
this could be true,
Oh,
given everything.
I believe he has
An aspect of it could be true.
Yeah, but Phil Jackson has assistants. So if you can't reach me, did you reach my assistants who relayed that sorry message once again that we don't want that
his
trade?
reputation now precedes him.
That's true.
And part of that
That's
reputation
true.
involves the beloved triangle, because Phil loves it so much, and he wants the Knicks to use it. But Hall of Fame coach Larry Brown does not think it's fair for him to force it on a coach and that team. Brown said on SiriusXM Radio, quote, "Then you coach. You're talking about one of the greatest coaches in the history of our sport. Let him coach. If he wants to do the triangle, put it in, let him coach it, and then teach everybody around and get the players that are comfortable playing it." Look, no one else seems to embrace the triangle
In what
at this
tone
point.
was that said?
I think I read it
tell you.
exactly the way it was
Okay,
supposed to
We
be.
actually didn't tell the meaty, juicy part, which is he said, I could run a triangle if I had Kobe and Shaq. I could run a triangle if I had
That's
Jordan
fair.
and Pippen. I was like,
But that
hey,
is the argument. That is the argument.
LB went in.
You really can't argue it. I mean, look, in every sport, it's about the players. Coaches always admit that. And especially in basketball, where you have two-way players playing 1/5 of the entire court and territory, you have a great player, all of a sudden, everything changes. LeBron has shown that, Jordan showed that, Kobe, Shaq, etc. That said, if Phil Jackson has a Da Vinci Code to this damn triangle that no one else possesses,
He's saving it.
get your butt back on the sideline
The
and
Da Vinci
coach.
Code was called Michael Jordan. It was called
Yeah, that's
Kobe
the Da Vinci
Bryant.
Code to
That's the Da
everything.
Vinci Code. Here's the thing.
That's so tough
When
on
he
the
was
road.
winning championships, but particularly the last time with the LA Lakers, Pau Gasol was a great player.
Yeah.
But he did not do what? Shoot the three. What is he doing down in San Antonio? Shooting the three. What does that tell you? The